Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we try to make sense of the mysterious world of corporate filings. And sometimes it feels like we're uncovering a hidden plot. This week we're diving into a filing from MESABI Trust, and let's just say there is a bit of a dispute brewing. Think less about flashy product launches and more about a legal showdown. Stick around to find out what is going on. Before we get started, if you like these breakdowns and want more insights into what companies are really up to, make sure you're subscribed. And hey, we've got a growing community on Discord linked in the description below where we chat about these filings. You should totally join us. So, what we have here is what is called a Form 8K. Think of it like a special report card that companies have to file with the US Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC for short, whenever something pretty important happens that the public should know about right away. It is not a regular checkup like a 10Q or 10K, it is for material events. MESABI Trust is essentially a company that owns rights to certain mining lands. The big news in this report is that they have started an arbitration process. Basically, arbitration is a way to settle a dispute outside of court. It's kind of like having a private judge and jury decide who is right, and MESABI Trust is taking its landlord, or in this case, the operator of the mine that is on their land, to this arbitration. That operator is North Shore Mining Company, and its parent company is Cleveland Cliffs Incorporated. Together, they are called the operator. The reason for this arbitration is quite direct. MESABI Trust is claiming that the operator improperly idled the North Shore mine for a pretty significant period from May 2022 to April 2023. On top of that, they are also alleging that the operator has been underpaying royalties. These royalties are what MESABI Trust is supposed to receive for the minerals being extracted from their land. This underpayment has reportedly been happening from 2023 up to the present time. So, MESABI Trust is going after the operator for damages, which means they want compensation for the money they believe they lost, and also for declaratory relief, which means they want a formal decision from the arbitrator stating exactly what the rights and responsibilities are. Now, while the details of the arbitration are just unfolding, it is important to understand the context of MESABI Trust. It is a New York domiciled entity, and its units of beneficial interest are traded on the New York Stock Exchange, under the ticker symbol MSB. This means that the value of the trust, and therefore the value of the units that investors hold, is directly tied to the income generated from these mining leases. When the operator, for whatever reason, idles a mine or underpays royalties, it directly impacts the income MESABI Trust receives. This means fewer distributions are made to the trust's unit holders. So, this arbitration is not just a legal squabble, it has real financial implications for the people who have invested in MESABI Trust. They are watching to see if their trust can recover lost revenue and ensure fair payment moving forward. This report also notes that a press release was issued on the very same day, the 26th of September 2025. Typically, companies issue press releases to announce significant news like this to the broader market. This means more details about their specific claims and arguments might be available through that release. Looking at MESABI Trust's structure, it is important to remember it is a trust. The actual day-to-day operations of the mine are handled by the operator, Cleveland Cliffs Incorporated in this case. MESABI Trust primarily receives its income from royalties based on the mining activities. So, when the operator's actions affect production or royalty payments, it directly hits MESABI Trust's bottom line. The filing is signed by Chris Niezers, who is listed as a director representing Deutsche Bank Trust Company Americas, acting as the corporate trustee of MESABI Trust. This role highlights that while MESABI Trust is a distinct entity, it is managed by a trustee, which is a bank acting in the best interest of the trust beneficiaries, who are the unit holders. So, what does this all mean for MESABI Trust and its investors? Well, the arbitration represents a significant risk, but also a potential opportunity. On the risk side, arbitration can be a lengthy and costly process. There is no guarantee that MESABI Trust will win, or that they will recover all the damages they are seeking. If they lose, or win only a partial victory, it could negatively impact the trust's financial health and distributions to unit holders. On the opportunity side, if MESABI Trust prevails, it could result in a substantial recovery of lost royalties and potentially stronger royalty payments in the future. This could lead to increased distributions and a higher value for the units of beneficial interest. The core issue here is trust and fairness in the contractual relationship between the parties. MESABI Trust believes the operator has not upheld its end of the bargain, both in terms of operating the mine properly and paying the correct royalties. The outcome of this arbitration will likely shape the future financial performance of MESABI Trust. Investors will be closely watching for any updates on the arbitration proceedings, as well as any new financial reports that might reflect the impact of this dispute. The fact that the operator has allegedly idled the mine for an extended period is a significant concern, as it suggests potential strategic decisions by the operator that may not align with maximizing the output from the leased lands, which in turn impacts MESABI Trust's revenue. Furthermore, disputes over intercompany shipments can be complex and often involve detailed accounting and transfer pricing analyses, suggesting that the underpayment of royalties might not be a simple oversight. Now, let's zoom out and think about the bigger picture. This arbitration highlights a critical dependency for MESABI Trust. Its success is intrinsically linked to the operational and financial decisions of its lessee. This is a common dynamic in royalty trusts, but it underscores the importance of robust contractual terms and diligent oversight. The market will undoubtedly be assessing the potential financial impact of this arbitration on MESABI Trust. We will have to see how this legal battle plays out and what it means for the future of this mining trust. Alright, that is our breakdown of this MESABI Trust filing. What is your take on this arbitration and what it signals for the company's future? Do you think MESABI Trust has a strong case, or is this a risky gamble? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of corporate finance. And seriously, check out the Discord link in the description. Thanks for watching, see you next time here at Corporate Decoder.